Diane in Denmark here, and rah rah rah, I've got my pom-poms out, so you know that means it is the start of a new week and the start of a new Flylady Zone. Now we're in zone 4, fourth week of the month, and do not adjust your sets. I do have some weird nails today. Probably where you are too, it is World Cup fever, you know, the football is on. And if you saw on Instagram, we had some little visitors at the weekend. We were looking after our friends, really sweet wee kids. The girl is 8 and the boy is 5, and we looked after them for 24 hours because their parents were having a party. Anyway, and Denmark had their first World Cup match on Saturday night. So anyway, we had lots of fun with the wee kids. I took them to the library and we were baking cupcakes, and actually they basically baked the cakes themselves and decorated themselves. They're really good at that. Anyway, then we painted our nails with Dannebro, which is the Danish flag. Not perfectly, but anyway, I'll be changing them today. It looks a bit funny now that I see it on camera. Anyway, that was the weekend, and this week we are in zone 4, which is the master bedroom and the master bathroom. If you're lucky enough to have a bathroom that leads off from your bedroom, you know, an ensuite bathroom, that's the area that we're working on this week. Now, just to recap, it's always worth saying it again, the Flylady system, you're not supposed to be cleaning all day, every day. The whole point of the system is that by having it in routines and in a set order, we have less cleaning to do and you're going to spend less time on it. Because I get this question all the time, how many hours should I be spending? No. We're just going to set a timer for 15 minutes and work on one area. Now, Flylady system is, you know, you've got your morning routine, your evening routine, weekly home blessing hour, which is just the main areas of the house that we keep up with once a week. And then when we're in the zone, we do detailed decluttering or detailed cleaning. Now, I'm not going to be cleaning in here today. I've got my wee, I will be cleaning in here, but I'm not filming it today. I've got my wee caddy with me, and if you're at that stage where you've got nothing to declutter, I can always find something to declutter. If you are at that stage where you are only detail cleaning, please do yourself a favour. I've mentioned it before. Print out the detailed cleaning lists. Now, don't get ahead of yourselves here and print it out and do everything on the list every time we're in the zone. That's not the point. The point is that you print it out, and then when we're in the zone, like zone 4, it says here, master bedroom, bathroom, closet, then you can pick a couple of things to work on, so that, you know, you're not kind of, you know, so that we're keeping our heads afloat. And you've also got some space to mark on your own things. For example, I've got written down clean my slippers. When I'm in the zone, I like to throw my slippers into the washing, so they're nice and clean and fluffy. Just be careful if you've got slippers that have got cardboard in them, you don't want to do that. If there are things that you want to buy for the zone, like last week was zone, oh sorry, I thought somebody was whistling. It's an emergency service thing outside. Like last week it was zone 3, the bathroom. Maybe you were adding toothpaste, toilet roll, deodorant to your shopping list. I've written down IKEA bedding. I'm thinking very occasionally buy new bedding for here. I've basically got 2 sets, but I really like the satin weave, not satin sheets, but satin weave cotton. I love those from IKEA, so I'm going to be looking out for that. I'm not going to go out and buy them, but if I see something that I like, it's probably time for us to change the bedding. And also have things like, you know, washing my makeup brushes. I'll be speaking about that in a wee minute. I shop my own closet, my own wardrobe for makeup. I'm not out buying makeup all the time. I just kind of shop what I have. I'll explain that in a minute too. And on my radar, I need to regularly declutter things like scarves and jewellery. So anyway, if you want to go ahead and do some cleaning in here today, that's fine. We'll be here for 15 minutes. Remember, once the 15 minutes is up, go off and do something else. You've not to be here all day cleaning. But I'm going to do some decluttering because this week I'm going to another clothes swap party. Hooray, hooray, hooray. You know, we love our clothes swap parties. No money, and you get to you know, release some of the things that you're not using and bring home something new to try. And my dress today, this is courtesy of my DS, no, sorry, not my DS, my DD16. She didn't want it any longer, and actually I think this dress is quite nice, and it's got pockets, fantastic. Anyway, in the bottom of my wardrobe, of my closet, I keep a bag so that every time I find something, you know, if I'm putting away laundry, you know, and please put away your laundry at the end of the day. If I'm putting away laundry and I think, oh, I'm not going to wear that again, or it's maybe a wee bit nippy in the shoulders, you know, my shoulders have, I seem to have bigger shoulders since I started the winter bathing 6-7 years ago. If there are things that don't fit, I don't like, I can put it immediately into the bag for the next clothes swap party. So I'll just show you some of the things that I've already, here's some I already put there. As we say in Blue Peter's book, it's Blue Peter's an old kids program. This was a book that the kids had when they were younger. That's going to clothes swap party, because the ladies who are at the clothes swap party, they're mainly English speakers. And do you remember this necklace? I did a jewellery declutter and I had it on the side and thinking, okay, I was going to see if I could wear it, you know, get it into an outfit. I've decided it's just too big for my small stature. So that is going to clothes swap party. And this is one that came from the clothes swap party. I really like it. I wore it the other day and it was just too scratchy for me. So I'm glad I didn't buy it in a shop, but I took it from the clothes swap party. I got to try it and that's going back. And that's the great thing about the clothes swap party. You're not spending any money, so you can maybe try a new style or a new colour, or, you know, a new item of clothing that you maybe wouldn't have bought in the shops. And if it doesn't work for you, you just take it back and somebody else will get it. So that's some kind of jewellery items. And also in here I've got clothes, you know, a scarf. Do you remember when I was doing my scarf declutter? I wore this, but I found it was just too peely-wally colours, just not good enough for me. And I also did a quick clothes declutter last time I was at our Swedish summer house, because I have some clothes over there. And the Swedish summer house, the clothes over there is a bit like the graveyard, like it's the last stop for clothes before they go out. And these were a few things that I had kept over there because, you know, I might wear them and I'm not going to wear them. So those are going to clothes swap party. Also, this was a really nice dress, but it just, style doesn't work for me. But I know one of the ladies is really going to like it. It's got kind of little lacy bits. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them trying on my stuff and hopefully going home with something new. And also another thing that I had taken from the clothes swap party in the spring. I haven't worn it and I don't see me wearing it. It was this really nice dress, but it's just, it's not kind of stiff enough in the fabric. That one, oh, and this is one that I wasn't sure about in the clothes swap party. The ladies made me take it. Tried to wear it. It's not me. It's I really think it looks like a dish rag. So that's going back. It's a lovely, lovely silk, but it's not me. And one other thing, Vibeke, you know, Vibeke and I, we kind of clothes swap every day when we meet up. You know, I've got something for her girls, or she's got something for me or the kids. And this was a top that she had, and it's a beautiful colour. I mean, look, matches my lipstick today and my nails. Really nice style, open back and a little bow. But the thing was, it was just too nippy here. My shoulders are too big. So that's going to clothes swap party. And I would love to have had that, but unfortunately she didn't have a bigger size. So those are what I already have. Now, this morning when I was putting away stuff, I've realised I've got a couple of necklaces. Oh, now I've got it all tangled up. But these, again, I don't know why I've been holding on to them. They're not my colour, or my colours, and they're just not kind of jazzy enough for me. So those can also go to clothes swap. Hold on, did I get the timer running? Let me see. Oh, okay. I'll go for about another 5 minutes. And then I've also got this. Now, my daughter has been decluttering. My DD16, she's really good at decluttering. Suddenly she just jumps into things, and I think she's a type 3 in the DYT system. Let's find out. Anyway, she has some things, and you know, when I'm decluttering my stuff, she always gets first choice, you know, if is there anything there that she wants. And she's decluttered these things from her room. Now let's just have a wee look. I'll put it on the bed so you can really see what's in here. So I'm just having a quick look to see if there's anything that I want to keep. Otherwise, most of the things will be going to the clothes swap party. Actually, this one I think I'll keep. This was a necklace with a couple of silver feathers on it, and I quite like long necklaces, so I shall keep that. I'll just tip out the box. So I'll keep that one. Those are put away. And this is a cable for connecting up, you know, a telephone to a stereo. And I like to plug in my phone to the stereo somehow. So that's a keeper as well. I'll put that in my Swedish bag. You know, I keep a bag for when we go to the Swedish cabinet weekend. Now this is a watch that she had. I'm not going to wear it, it's not my style, so that can go to clothes swap. A couple of hair things, my hair is too short for that. A couple of my earrings, these were actually from the 1980s, these are retro earrings. I'm not going to wear them again, but they're quite funky. Somebody else will like them. I'll tell you what, I'll try and put them together. There we are. An old bracelet. No, I'm not really into gold jewelry. I like silver stuff. I told you I'm a bit of a magpie. I love silver. Okay, a wee brooch that had, I'm not sure if it was my granny's or something I'd picked up in a junk shop. It is an old one because you can see it's got the little security chain as well in the back. But I'm not going to use it, don't like it, so that can go. Okay, several rings. I'm not really into these type of rings, but the rings always go really fast at the clothes swap party, so somebody will like them. There's one of these things that you can kind of put them together. Okay, not for me. I've got my own nice, nicer rings. Okay, a couple of pair of earrings. They're not my style either. Those can go. Okay, now we have. Oh, this was a necklace, and it came from one of. What do you call it? A kind of lucky bag thing from a shop in Sweden. And that's too kind of cutesy for me, but I'm sure somebody will like that. Brand new. Now these I quite like, these little like pom-pom earrings. And what I think I'll do with those is, I'm not very good at wearing those ones with the kind of S hook, because it makes them hang a bit down too low, and I've got kind of short hair. But I think that'll be an anti-procrastination task on Wednesday. I've actually got some earring posts that go straight through your ear, so I'll see if I can get those swapped over, because I like those are nice. Right, so those are a keeper. And then we've got a hair, an elastic hair thing, you know, and I think I'm actually going to keep that, because if I do go to a fancy dress party, you know, if it's some kind of dress up thing, I always do the same thing. It's like Thoroughly Modern Millie, or, you know, a flapper, 20s, 1930s. And that'll be quite good in my hair with a wee feather sticking up. So I'll keep that. And a wee sparkly hair clasp. No, not for me. So that can go to clothes swap party. So there we are. I've kept a few things. The rest will be decluttered. And then, oh, here we go. Now this is the last of what I got at the last clothes swap party. Oh, here we go. Now here, those look remarkably similar to the ones that my daughter was decluttering. I'll have a wee think about those, which ones I'll keep. I might keep both of them. We'll see about those. That's quite funny. And here was the necklace that went with it. I haven't worn it yet. Might be a bit too kind of thin. I like this part, but the chain maybe isn't chunky enough. I'll have a think about that. That may go back to the clothes swap party. Oh, and this was the other thing from the clothes swap party. Everything else from last clothes swap party I have worn. This one, I really like the turquoise aqua colour. I'm not so keen on the gold, but I'll give it another chance. If it doesn't get worn before the next party, back it goes. Right, so that is all stuff for keeping, and this is now empty. Great. And the next thing, oh, I know what I was going to tell you about. Yeah, makeup. Right, let me just grab my box, because, you know, we're in zone 4 this week. You might be doing this in zone 3, but I've told you before, you know, like I have quite a lot of makeup. I don't buy much makeup. If I buy makeup, it's generally something like a lipstick, because, you know, we all have so much makeup and it lasts for a long time. So I keep surplus makeup, just move this out of the way, in this old box. Now this is my kids' box that they used for Play-Doh, but you know, it's a box, it doesn't need to be fancy. If you want to go and buy a fancy box, that's fine, but please don't go buying stuff. I'm sure you've got something you can use. And in here I keep all the extras, so that when we're in the zone I can shop, you know, instead of going down to the shops and spending hard-earned Danish crowns, I just shop what I've already got, and it's fun to see it like once a month. You forget what you've got, and oh yeah, let's try that. Now, this morning when I was putting on my makeup, I grabbed a few things. Here we are. Grabbed a few things. Just pull my dress down a wee bit. Now, primer. This is one that I got from a clothes swap party. I used the last of it today. Yeah. So that is going out. That can go in plastic recycling. So that can go. And a thing for doing my eyebrows, normally I just use a wee bit of powder. I've got very fair eyebrows, so I try and either, you know, maybe give them a bit of dye, you know, if we're going on a holiday and I'm swimming a lot. But so those are going to go back in just now. I'm not using that just now. And also I had an eyeliner that, do I want to keep this? Actually, that it's kind of 1980s purple. I think that's going to go to the clothes swap. I'll give it a quick wipe with some alcohol, and I'll take that to the clothes swap. So that's something I need to do. And this dry shampoo, oh yeah, what I'm going to do with that is put it into my travel bag, so that next time, like I'm going to see Mum in Edinburgh, it's a small size. I don't really like this one too much, but it's good just to freshen up my fringe if it's like really hot. So that's going to my travel bag. So that would kind of be decluttered from my makeup. And this is oh my gosh, eyeshadow that I don't want to use in the summer. So that will go back into storage. And then here I can look at stuff that I've got and see, oh, you know, do I want to bring something out? Well, that's good, because there's a primer that I got at another clothes swap party. I'll take that one out and start using it, because I finished the other one. Look at that, I didn't even buy any primer. I really like primer. I don't wear much face cream, but I like primer and then my foundation. The foundation that I've got just now, I'm going to keep using that. But there's also this kind of orangey colour blush that you can use on cheeks or eyes. Or I'm going to try that one for the summer, so that will be going back into use. And that's eyeshadow primer. No, I don't really need eyeshadow primer unless it's the winter and I'm using more, you know, heavier makeup. Right. Okay, and let's see, anything here that I want to start using again? Oh, a couple of liquid eyeliners. I might use those. I'll give those a try right now. Let me see, that one is grey. A grey and a black. I'll try those. Yay! So kind of feels like I've got some new makeup, and I haven't spent any money. But it's just nice to try something that you haven't used for a while. So that can go back into my closet or my wardrobe, as we say here. Oh, hold on. One more thing. Oh, that was an eyeshadow that I'm not going to be using that right now, so that can go back into storage. Right. Okay, and how are we doing for time? Let me see. Oh, okay. Good. So I've got a few things for the clothes swap party, a few things to use. Oh, and this was the little box of perfumes. Do you remember I had 10 perfumes in here? I've kept 2 of them. Several have gone to Vibeke and several went to the last clothes swap party, and I've got one left to try. And this is Fragonard by Fragonard. I bought them, was it 3 years ago when we were on a trip around the perfume factory. Actually, that one's quite nice. I'll try it today. I think I might actually keep that one. And remember with your perfumes as well, put away the perfumes that you're not using and just keep one or two, you know, out on your dressing table, and that way you can kind of swap them around without, you know, buying more stuff. But if you really don't like it, I mean, you know, pass it on to a friend. That one I think I'll probably keep, so that's going to be kept there. And the wee box, I might put it in with the stuff for the clothes swap party. You know, to put the small stuff like the rings in. Right, hold on, I don't want to make a really long video, so I'll do that once I'm finished. And the last thing I wanted to talk to you about was, oh yeah, jewellery. You've seen me decluttering my jewellery. My good jewellery, I keep it in a special box which is not kept here. I kept it hidden, you know, I keep this hidden, so I'm not telling you where I keep it. But in this jewellery box, I keep, you know, my special jewellery. For example, the crystals that I got from Mum that belonged to my granny, got those last week. And my rings, made by a Danish designer, that they're not hugely expensive, but I would really miss those if they were stolen. So I keep these hidden, and I've got my nice bracelets and earrings, a gift from my husband, and watches that had belonged to my dad. Again, they're not. It's sentimental value more than anything else. So I keep those hidden away. And a little update. Do you remember my anti-procrastination task last 2 Wednesdays ago was getting in touch with Links of London, because I was going to be in Edinburgh, and I had my bracelet, my silver bracelet, and it needed rethreaded and cleaned, and I took it into them when I went over to see Mum last week, and da-da-da, look, it's fixed. They've taken out 10 links so that it fits better. It was loose before, it was actually a large size, and I've got quite thin wrists, so they've made it into a medium, and I've got the extra links should I ever want to put it back again. And they've cleaned it up, and I've got my wee charms on it, so I'm really pleased with that. So now I can really wear it a lot without, you know, that fear of thinking it's going to, you know, end up all over the street. So you may want to look at your jewellery. Does anything need, you know, take your Flylady purple cloth and maybe just buff things up, you know, and please use your nice stuff. Don't keep it for a special occasion. I mean, you see me, I use these earrings. Those I got for my 50th last year. I use my good earrings all the time, and my you know, my rings and stuff, so please use the good things that you've got. But if you've got some really nice jewellery, make sure that you keep it hidden away. My junk jewellery is here in the bedroom. It's just inside the closet, the wardrobe doors, but my good stuff is hidden. So I'm going to have a quick look through here, give it a wee polish, a wee bit of tender loving care, and that will be that done. And the last thing I wanted to say, and then I shall let you go because we all want to get on, it's Monday. When I'm in the zone, like I said, I've also written down to do things like wash my makeup brushes. Now, I don't do anything special. I wash them in a wee bit of shampoo, you know, hair shampoo, just very warm water, not hot water, because I made the mistake in the beginning of using like boiling water, thinking, oh, you know, it'd be good to sanitize them. But, you know, the glue came apart here, so I ended up with kind of little stubbly brushes. So just some warm water and some hair shampoo, and then I just leave them to dry to the next day, and that is it. And then you feel like you've got some new brushes and you haven't spent any money. Where have you heard that before? Right, anyway, I'm going to get this cleared up, hide my jewellery, have a wee look in the wardrobe and see if there's anything else that I can let go of for the next clothes swap party. I won't be posting every day this week. Remember, I am on summer schedule, so it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I will be around on Instagram every day. Anyway, that's it for me. Diane in Denmark saying live long, prosper. May the Danish hygge be with you, and I shall see you very soon. Okay, bye for now.